Am I the asshole for taking my niece to court over a coat? I, 28 female, have a niece, 16 female. She is my only sister's only child. 2 years ago, I married a very wealthy man, 34 male, and because of the pandemic, last Christmas was my first with my in-laws. My mother-in-law gifted me a coat that is worth more than $20K. I saw her wearing it, asked her where she bought it, and she said that it will be my Christmas gift from her. I didn't know how much it was. I knew it was expensive, but I thought maybe $3K at most. I was visiting my sister last January when my niece saw it. She Googled the brand and showed me how much it really was. I won't lie, I didn't wear it after that because I was afraid of ruining it. Last week, I wore it while visiting my sister. While I was putting it back on to leave, I felt something go splat on my back. Then my niece started cackling, and the smell of paint hit me. I was so pissed off, while she was not apologetic at all. Her mom screamed at her and said she was grounded. Then she said she will be paying for the dry cleaning. While I was in my car, still in shock by the way, I got an alert that my niece posted a reel. It was of her doing a prank on me, and she said, quote, "I'm going to hit my aunt's $20K coat with a paint-filled balloon to see how she reacts." I saved it on my phone, sent it to her mom, and told her that a week's grounding is not enough. She did not reply, but I saw that my niece took it down. It got less than 5 views by then. The next day, I found out my coat cannot be saved, so I called my sister and told her that her daughter has to pay it back. Well, we got into an argument, and she said that they will not be paying it. And if I wanted a new one, I should get my husband to buy it for me. I think that they should pay for it. They can afford to. In my opinion, they should sell my niece's car and pay me back my money. We will not reach an agreement, so I told her that I will be suing and reminded her that I have video evidence that her daughter, A, did it on purpose for online clout, and B, knew exactly how expensive it was. People in my life are not objective at all. I have some calling me an asshole, some saying they are assholes for not buying me a new one, and some so obsessed with the price of the coat that they are calling me an asshole for simply owning it and wanting a new one. So, am I the asshole?
You are not the asshole that niece is.
Mm-hmm.
And your sister actually is. Because she is not, I mean, I would basically look to say, I used to really, this coat was a wonderful gift, and I'm so glad that I'm going to have another one. And you want to be amazed that this family has two, because this coat now belongs to your daughter. Because she is going to have to buy me a new coat. I would certainly look into the sister's homeowner's policy or renter's policy, or the possibility of just your own homeowner policy to see what these insurance policies cover in cases like this in damage.
That's a good point.
This kid did it with absolute malice. I mean, she pre-planned this thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's intent to destroy property. And I don't care she's a juvenile. The parent is responsible for the juvenile. The sister and her husband, they can do whatever they want with their daughter, but and I guarantee you, when the award for the replacement of this coat happens, that they will then, that daughter will never make that mistake again.
No, it's definitely, there needs to be some sort of accountability. I think that's the best way to put it. Like, yeah, she's 16, she's a minor, but she's going to be an adult soon, and she's going to be on her own. So
absolutely, there
needs to be some accountability and at least learning in some way. Like, maybe she doesn't pay the $20K all herself, because as a high schooler, that's going to take years of a job to get that money. But there needs to be some accountability here, and a week grounding for destroying a $20,000 coat doesn't add up.
I do believe that there is some kind of insurance that will be able to cover this somewhere down the line. And it might take the lawsuit to impose the penalty that they have to pay it. And maybe their insurance at that point in time will protect them and pay for it. But even with that, those parents have really got to set some lessons for their daughter. There's no doubt that this daughter has no concept of value and respect.
Well, and I can see like the initial reaction, just like the shock of like $20K is a lot of money. A lot of money. And so this initial shock where the mom is like, we're not going to pay for that. I get the defensiveness at first, but then you need to come to earth and like, your daughter does have a car and it probably makes your life easier not having to pick her up and drive her places. But a car at 16 is a privilege. It's not a right. The parents bought that car. That money was hard earned. And so you destroyed a $20,000 coat. Your car might get sold to pay for it.
Those parents understand how much $20,000 are, because if it was that easy, they would say, it's okay, we'll pay for it.
Yeah, no problem.
But they're not saying that.
Yeah.
They're saying, are you kidding me? I don't have $20,000. Well, somebody does.
I'm not buying my own coat. It was a gift.
I'm not the one that decided to go take paint and blow it on my back. And by the way, laugh her ass off as she was doing it.
A water balloon? Sure. Water comes off. Again, I hate pranks, hate them. But paint, you knew what you were doing with the paint.
Absolutely.
Where did you get the idea? Probably from watching PETA's videos about people throwing paint on fur coats, which I will say, I saw a comment from OP. It is not a fur coat. But again, it doesn't matter. It was a gift. It's her coat. You don't destroy other people's property. The top comment on this one is not the asshole. She ruined a $20K coat. She wasn't even apologetic. Someone goes, for a prank video, for 16, she's acting a lot like a 6-year-old.
I mean, this thing could have been a Chanel. Could have been something very special that somebody...
Could have been an heirloom that's irreplaceable.
You must have respect for people's property. And this girl does not. And the parents' responsibility is to teach their children about how to have respect for other people's property.
Yeah. Well, someone here makes an interesting point. It's pretty far down the page, so it only has 507 upvotes. But they go, sounds like it's not getting taken as seriously because it's a luxury item. But $20K is still $20K. If the girl had destroyed a car or deliberately did $20K worth of damage to a house, it would be addressed totally differently. But just because the coat was a luxury doesn't take away the destroyed value.
Absolutely.
Which is so true, because I know there are going to be a lot of people out there where it's like, this is such a first world problem, which it is. Having a $20,000 coat is a first world problem. It's gaudy. It's, it's whatever you want to call it, but
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The fact is, take away what the item was. If this girl did destroy a $20,000 car or did $20,000 in a house, like, it would be not brushed off as like, we're not paying for that.
What happens if she decided to be funny, go get a paint balloon and go to the Mona Lisa and go throw paint on the Mona Lisa because she wanted to show simply that she has a recording where see how people react.
Didn't you see the people that threw a can of tomato sauce on like Picasso?
No.
Yeah, they're trying to bring awareness to climate change or something, but pretty interesting way to do it.
You have to have, parents have to teach their kids or get them to get the fact that we have to protect people's property. We don't destroy it. You respect your neighbor.
I'm trying to look through OP's comments to see any info. I was born and raised middle class. Might not be currently in the tax bracket, but doesn't mean that I suddenly transformed into a wealthy heiress. I'm like reading through the comments, and I get that OP is like very still touching a lot of grass, still very down to earth a little. So some people,
she got a gift from her mother-in-law who loved her. I'm sorry. It's simple.
I know. I want my mother-in-law to give me a $20,000 coat.
It's nice that a mother-in-law loves her daughter-in-law to say, I want to give you something.
Yeah.
Think of some of the Reddits that or some of the write-ins that we've seen and had over the last year, that the mother-in-laws and the daughter-in-laws just, it's vinegar. It just doesn't work. And here this woman says, I love you as your part of, my family. I want you to have this. And that is a gift that is to be treasured. And to have that daughter, literally that niece, destroy that, and that have her mother literally saying, sorry, there's some privileges that you've lost till you get it.
I know.
And that's not the position and I'm mad. I'm very angry. I hope that sister, the mother of that child, gets this.
Yeah.
Somehow let's get it on her. Send us a link. We'll send this link to him.
Yeah. Sounds like OP's relationship with her mother-in-law is amazing. Mother-in-law actually bought the wedding dress as a gift for her. And someone just comments, now I'm dying to know what your engagement ring looks like. OP goes, I hate big rocks. I got a rock off his grandma's ring, 1 carat, and made me a solitaire in a simple white gold band. And someone else comments, they have a $13,000 llama sweater. I mean, it's cute, but I wouldn't pay more than $30 for it. And OP responds, look, I might have married wealthy, but I'm still a Target girl at heart. Like down to earth, touching grass, relatable.
She married a guy who she loves and loves her back. End of story.
Yeah, it really seems like that.
And a family that they can share love. I think it's beautiful. I really do. Her sister has to get her head out of her ass and really show some feeling here.
Yeah.
And accountability. And because I wasn't feeling the remorse that the sister should be really sharing with her. It's just, I can see why the daughter is or the niece is behaving the way she is, because the sister is certainly not showing any kind of remorse to this thing.
Well, we have an update. I mean, there's so many comments from OP. Someone does, it looks like, recommend the check your homeowner's insurance. It may cover it. That will cover some stuff you wouldn't think of at times. Mm-hmm. And so OP goes, thank you. I will do that.
And American Express.
Someone must have commented something about wearing the coat and it was removed by a moderator. But OP responded, I like wearing it. And I thought a trip to my sister's house was safe enough. The irony. Someone made a comment about what class the sister is. And OP responds, they are upper middle class. Selling her car will net them more than $20,000. So sounds like the daughter's very privileged. I know my first car was not more than $20,000. I think it cost $3,000.
I think so. I think I bought your first car.
I think it was a team effort from some people. Not the asshole. This is a really good way for your niece to learn that actions have consequences and hopefully will serve her well in the future when she's older. And your sister seems to need that lesson too. Sounds like, quote, just have your husband buy you a new one is not an appropriate reaction to your kid destroying a $20,000 item. Thank you. Which that's a little snide. That sounds a little petty or like resentful. And OP responds, exactly. He is my husband, and even I don't feel comfortable asking him to drop that kind of money on something frivolous while she is comfortable doing that. That
woman, that writer just immediately matched what I was thinking regarding the sister.
Yeah.
The sister is the problem.
Yeah. I'll be sure to post the link for this one. A lot of comments from OP, but let's get to the update. So here's a quick update since the situation has been resolved.
Good. How? Let's hear it.
When my husband got home, I told him what happened and showed him the video. He asked if I spoke with my brother-in-law, and I said no. All of my conversations were with my sister. He said that he will take care of it. Now a disclaimer. I understand nothing when it comes to insurance claims, and this is what my husband told me / I understood happened. My husband talked with my brother-in-law, told him exactly what happened, and showed him the prank video. Then he told him that the coat was insured. We will be filing a claim and submitting the video, and we might have to file charges for the claim. He assured him that we would be dropping the charges. We do not want to send niece to jail. Then he told him that one of two things might happen. After our insurance pays us, they will come after them. If their insurance pays, their premium will skyrocket. If it doesn't, they might sue them and might get a lien on their house. My brother-in-law asked if there was a way he could pay us without involving insurance. My husband told him that was what we'd wanted at first, but that my sister insisted they will not be paying us back. Apparently, my brother-in-law was not in the know, and he is very pissed off at what my niece did and my sister's response. So they came to this solution. My niece's car will be sold, and if it doesn't fetch the whole compensation money, she will have to get a job and pay me the whole check until it is paid off. Also, she is grounded for the rest of the school year. I am thankful for the people who encouraged me to talk to my husband.
Perfect.
Wow.
It's a win-win far as we're concerned for us.
Yeah.
And it's a win for the niece, because the niece is really going to get a valuable lesson out of this one.
Well, and she
may not like it, but she's going to get a good lesson.
Yeah. And I mean, doing $20,000 worth of damage and legal consequences of that would be pretty severe. And it is what the top comment says on the update. It goes, that's a fair outcome that avoids lifetime level consequences for the niece and still stings hard enough to make the point. Communication is always a good place to start, and very glad your brother-in-law stepped up to handle the situation appropriately.
Good answer. It was perfect.
Little bit of a karma story.